Here's a weather outlook for Southeast Alaska from the National Weather Service in Juneau, Alaska. Everyone, meteorologist Grant Smith here with the National Weather Service here in Juneau, Alaska. We've got some couple of rounds of some weather moving into the panhandle, so we're just going to give you a quick update on this. We've been talking about it throughout the week. We're going to be continuing to talk about it for a few more days. So what we know about this weekend system: near gale to gale force winds in the outer coast waters and up into Clarence Strait. From the south, breezy conditions for the Frederick Sound area, southern Clarence Strait, Sumner Strait, Cross Sound. We're kind of mainly focusing the strongest winds in the southern half or southern third of the panhandle. And then moderate to heavy rain likely, once again, for the southern panhandle beginning Saturday. At this time, no flooding is expected, but we will continue to monitor rivers around the area. And then also, what's changed in this forecast? Well, we've added additional information about a system coming in for next week. So starting with Saturday, May 24th, this is going to be tomorrow. As of right now, as I'm recording this, it's a little after 6 o'clock Friday evening. So there you're looking at the probability of wind gusts greater than gale force. And notice how it's highlighting the Clarence Strait area and into the southern coast waters area, the outer coastal waters. Elevated wind speeds are moving in tonight that will last into Saturday morning. And we are expecting some of these winds to decrease beyond Saturday morning, but then they'll come right back up as we go into the next week. So yes, there are going to be some rounds of some wind and rain, but overall, this system is stronger than what we would normally see in late May. So there's a look at the marine winds forecast. The tonight's maximum wind speed focused in on the southern panhandle there at about 20 to 25 knots, a little bit stronger in the Gulf. And then the probability of wind gusts greater than gale force still out there in the coast or the Gulf waters at 11 p.m. And as we go fast forward to 10 a.m. Saturday, what I want you to notice is that those probability of winds greater than gale force or 35 knots, notice how they moved inland. So that's where we could see some of those wind gusts impacting land areas as well, in addition to just the stronger winds over the marine waters. And then Saturday night, or Saturday evening to Saturday night, there you can see how the winds just calm down a little bit. You see the probability of wind gusts greater than 35 knots vastly decreased. The probabilities there, I mean, we're pushing 20 to 30% at most. But the tomorrow night's maximum wind speed on the left side of your screen, still seeing sustained winds of 20 to 25. So just because the gusts kind of calmed down, the sustained winds are still going to be elevated. Another way to look at it here is a line graph. The bottom line, the bottom axis is time. The y-axis is wind gusts. And what I want you to focus on is how the wind speeds increase Friday evening. They kind of flatten out and then decrease, say, after about 3 to 6 p.m. Saturday. And so we're going to be seeing these wind gusts elevated for what's represented here is Craig, Kassan, Ketchikan, Klawock, Metlakatla, and Whale Pass. Once again, just highlighting Prince of Wales Island and the Ketchikan and Metlakatla areas. That's where we're seeing the strongest wind gusts here. Notice how they increase Friday night, stay elevated through Saturday morning, and then decrease Saturday afternoon. Now, these wind speeds are going to be in association with the heaviest rainfall as well. So this is the 1 hour precipitation rates, just highlighting Ketchikan, but all the other areas look very similar in terms of the pattern, where the rain rates or how strong the rain will be falling increases Friday night into early Saturday morning, about 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. And then those heavier rates stay elevated with the strongest rates, the potential there between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. And then notice how in the afternoon on Saturday, those rates decrease. That's as that front moves through, bringing the strongest winds, the heaviest rain, and then once it clears your area, rain rates will decrease, just residual onshore flow, keeping some rain in the forecast. But the rates vastly much decreased, and also the wind speeds decrease as well. So strongest winds, heaviest rainfall will be associated together for the southern areas Friday night into Saturday, and then going into Saturday night and into Sunday. Those heavier rainfall rates will move northward And so the highest precipitation totals expected for Saturday morning to Saturday night are for the southern panhandle. And then as that area of rain moves north, it will start to impact the northern panhandle Sunday and into Monday. So what you're seeing there is the 10th and the 90th percentile. So the you can think of it as the left side of your screen there. There's a 10% chance that you will see less rain than that. Or reverse it, a 90% chance that you will see more rain than that. And on the right side of your screen, the 90th percentile, everything's reversed. So if you like math, you're going to really enjoy all this. But if you don't, it's okay. The right side of your screen is a 90th percentile, or the worst case, most amount of rain possible. And then the left side is the least amount of rain possible. So big wide range of potential there. That's because this system has a lot of uncertainty with it. But the main takeaway here is heaviest rain for the southern panhandle on Saturday, and all of that moves northward, impacting the rest of the panhandle Sunday and into Monday. But that's not all. Still got more to talk about. Early to mid next week, another system will move in, but it'll even be stronger than the weekend. So multiple rounds of gale force winds and heavy rain. Long duration heavy rain for the southern half of the panhandle. Again, more rain. This is all very unseasonably high amounts of rain and high amounts of wind. Aviation and marine travel will be impacted, especially in these gustier areas, and the heavier rains will impact visibility as well, lower those ceilings. No flooding is expected. However, this will be continued to be monitored very closely as this low moves up. We could be seeing some heavier rainfall rates, and right now it's still several days out. So we're working with the Alaska River Forecast Prediction Center. So we're working together. Right now, no flooding is expected, but this first round of rain will move through will impact the second round. So still going to be dealing with a lot of uncertainty. So stay plugged into the forecast throughout the weekend. So Tuesday and Wednesday rainfall amounts. The left side of your screen is the likelihood of rain totals exceeding 2 inches in 48 hours. Main takeaway here is the entire panhandle is lit up in the bright yellows and oranges, which is associated with a 60% or greater chance. So the takeaway here is a 60% or greater chance of seeing 2 inches of rain in 48 hours next week. But the more impressive is the right side of your screen, the likelihood of rainfall exceeding 4 inches of rain in 48 hours. Notice how the areas near Sitka and Juneau, it's more highlighting the windward side of the mountain ranges, or the west side of the mountain ranges, kind of lighting up there, is seeing a high chance of seeing rainfall totals exceeding 4 inches. But the southern panhandle, right around the Ketchikan area, that's where we're seeing those amounts actually starting to creep into some of the impact areas that we focus on, including Ketchikan. So next week, a lot of rainfall expected with the next round. That's going to have some wind with it as well. There's a look at the likelihood of wind gusts exceeding 40 miles per hour. Notice how lighting up along the coast and in the south as well. So a very similar story, is just stronger. So a lot to take in, a lot of information to share with you. Stay plugged into the forecast for this weekend. I know it's a holiday weekend. People are going to be heading out, but there's a lot to access here. So we always have our forecast discussion on our website. You can get to it from weather.gov/Juneau. You can also give us a call, 907-790-6800 or 6824. We can be glad to help you if you need any decisions to help with. And our latest marine forecast is on weather.gov/Juneau/marine. So stay plugged into the forecast, weather.gov/Juneau, or stay right here on our social media pages. We'll keep you updated as best as we can. For the National Weather Service here in Juneau, Alaska, I'm meteorologist Grant Smith.